Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you're new. Today we're in the limited late models here at Eldora. Track came out pretty slicked in, but these cars are still super easy to drive. Getting the speed is the hardest part. You need to just ride in the right spot, basically. You just have to keep the car as straight as possible. That's all this is. This is the first time I've been to this track with the new tires in the late models. So I wasn't really sure what to expect because this track was already pretty easy to drive. It's actually easier to drive now, which is kind of crazy. Like, you do not want to get sideways at all, is the thing. You want to be able to get into the corner and just barely be able to turn left and it go. So I'm happy this track came in actually pretty worn out. So you're not just running the bottom, you actually have somewhere to run. It'll be interesting to see how the race turns out. We're at a 290, wow, okay. I did not think I was going to be able to get into the twos for qualifying because I was like mid-threes in practice there. Kind of surprised by that, to be honest, but I guess we just had a really good line. Second lap, 355. Leaders so far, 284. Qualifying is going to mean a ton just because it's going to be so hard to pass here. Like, you're gonna have to get to the outside of somebody, I think, to pass them. That's going to be the main difference in this race. And we are... I'll answer him in a second. Everybody's almost qualified, but... we are still... oh, we fell to third. Okay. No, I was just in the middle of talking. Because Austin's a common name. Didn't know if there was another Austin, to be fair. But we fell back to third, which isn't too bad. I'll take it. Hopefully we could get a good restart, get on the inside of the 9 maybe, and get by him. What did he run? Oh, here at a 283, just barely quicker. Nice lap. I'm happy we ran in the twos. Twos is a good lap for this kind of track right now. I saw some guys get down to the ones, I think like the mid ones, like 154 or something like that on like a cleaner track. Fastest I ran was like a 232 or something like that. But these cars are super easy to drive. It's just getting track position to start out with is the main thing. Oh, I can't. It won't let me reply to him. I'll reply to him after the race. For some reason, it doesn't let me, like, PM back. I know I could type, like, I could go to T and, like, /R for reply, but we're about to go anyways. And my keyboard's over to the left of me. I cannot type and drive because I have to look at the damn keyboard to type. Not here to make friends. Not wrong. This kind of racing, you really can't make friends. It's all about just doing what you have to do. So I don't blame him. At least he's upfront about it.
Screwed up qualifying, man. I can normally run like 2s and 1s.
This track came in worn in though, so it'll be interesting. Hopefully we can get a good start. Probably have a good race. I like this track a lot. I usually don't have the best qualifying, but I usually get better later in the race once I learn the track a little bit. Don't know why the 11 is just sitting there holding the mic, but he is. Well, he's done now, and he's doing it again.
Can't hear you, Cody.
I think he's just holding the mic, or he was talking. I don't know. Fourth place had a really good start, so we're completely side by side. 3 wide already in turn 1. Not really where I want to be. Now we're 2 wide. Basically just want to run that line we did in qualifying.
No, God,
because there's still a lot of grip here in the middle of these corners. The outside, I think is okay. You were not clear to. I think you just turned a little early, thought you were going to be clear, but it's alright.
I was just entering the corner and all of a sudden I was sideways. I wasn't changing lanes.
Oh, it looked like you were trying to get to the inside of the guy in front of you, but I was still like barely under you. I think it just flipped you. That was really weird. It looked like he was trying to get to the inside of the guy in front of him. He had a good run on the outside. But the main thing is, I think the way to pass is the outside at this track. It's always worked for me in the past. But now we gotta try to make up these spots. We're all the way back in 6th now, which sucks. But we're gonna do what we can with it. Not too far behind leaders. At least we didn't get completely spun out or anything. I just slowed up to try to save him as much as I could. And he actually seems to be doing alright. He's back behind us, not too far.
Still out there. Clear, clear, clear.
Should be able to clear the 12 here, I think. Yeah. That's good. Hopefully he doesn't try to throw a slider. You cannot throw a slider in these. You guys are going the same speed. You can't throw a slider in these. Like, this is a big enough track to be able to do it, but we're all just going the same damn speed. You really can't throw sliders in these cars at this track. It just doesn't work. You just have to drive by somebody. I think the higher in 1 and 2 works better.
11, I'm sorry, that was literally the biggest neck foot I've ever seen. I literally was 5 foot away from it. It was weird.
At least the 2 and I didn't lose too much ground, I would say, on the guys in front of us. He's really fast. 2 car is super fast. I really think that he was trying to shoot the gap between like getting in front of me and getting under the guy in front of him. But we'll have to go back and see what happened exactly. That's just, from my perspective, that's what it looked like. He's running really low, which he's having to put a lot of wheel into it. He definitely loses the time in 1 and 2, but he's gaining on me here in 3 and 4, so it seems like there's a lot of grip down here in 3 and 4. I'll try to take advantage of that from what I learned on him. 1 and 2, you just get so much momentum. Oh, they're wrecking. That's 2 spots. 2 free spots. I'll take it. Had a really bad entrance to that corner, unfortunately, though. But hell, I'll take that. That'll put us up to 3rd for now. Oh, they are wrecking behind us.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, somebody, I think that light blue car just took out everyone back there. I have no clue what just happened behind me. Maybe that's the last of the lap cars. Well, that might be the start of the lap cars, actually. Because we didn't have lap cars up until that point. But some people might be leaving after that. Their car got destroyed, dude. I don't know what the hell happened behind me. But hell, we moved back up to 3rd. I'll take that for sure. I'm just trying to go along this groove of track that we've worked in. 1 and 2, maybe the very top will be a little faster. I'm not sure. There's still a good line in the middle. And I really don't want to hit that. I really don't want to hit that, what's it called, wall. There it is. I could not think of the word. Because coming off of 2 gets real tight at this track. So I really don't want to go up there and hit the wall if I run too high. But somehow we rebounded back to 3rd. 2 cars in 4th. We're basically right where we started, for us two at least. I know the 9 car is a couple laps down now that we've lapped, and he started up here. I think the 7 is the biggest beneficiary out of all this. I think he was like back in 5th or so. 5th or 6th, something like that, because he got in front of us when the 2 and I got together. I'm just happy that like, we didn't lose too much ground to them. We actually probably would be like fighting for the lead almost if all that didn't happen in the beginning. But this track wore in a ton. And I feel like I'm running really good laps right now. 2 car, he's trying to make that real outside work and he's just losing ground. Because there's still enough grip in the middle of the corners to make it work. And you don't really get loose in these cars. Like the very beginning of these corners, you're getting you just barely loose, but it's working out for the corner, to be honest. The way that the line goes. But yeah, I'm just making the smallest adjustments, turning left with the wheel. That's about it. And then basically just trying to keep the wheel straight through the corner as much as I can. Don't want to be too sideways. What times are we running? We're running 6s. Times have definitely fallen off a lot. But that's expected on a dirt track. Speaking of that, dirt track, how about Larson winning the Charlotte 600 race, Coca-Cola 600 race? Like, dominating the hell out of that. 24 hours later, going into the World of Outlaws and winning that, too. That's freaking crazy. He is ridiculous, and I love his driving skill. Like, it is unmatched, I feel like, right now. He's the only one that, he's like the only one that can go around and do that. He's the only one that does do it, at least. But I don't know how many other NASCAR drivers go around and race a lot of dirt races. I know that's where he comes from. His background is all dirt, so he's amazing at that. And I respect him for that, for sure. That's why he's like my favorite current driver now. Like, he has been back when he was even in the 42, like the last few years. Leading up to him dominating now in the 5 car these last few races. He's finished top 2, I think, the last 3 weeks. He won at, where was that? I completely forgot where they were 2 weeks ago. I forgot where they were. They were a 1.5 mile track. He won it. He destroyed them there. Then Coda, he finished 2nd to Elliott, his teammate, and then this week dominated, led 82% of freaking the 600, which is ridiculous. And then goes and wins the World Outlaw race the night after. That's just crazy. Like, he takes no days off, which is good for him. Like, he keeps his skills going, which works for him for sure. 3 and 4 might be a little bit better, higher at this point, but we're at the end of the race. I'm not really caring. At this point, I'm not going to catch the guys in front of me unless they mess up a ton. So I'm just going to keep in my line, try not to hit the wall, and just stay safe. Finish in this 3rd place, I'll take it. Because we ran away from the 2 car. He was experimenting behind us, trying to find speed. The 7 car is definitely catching number 1 up there. He's catching the 1st place car. Number 3 car, 1st place, you know what I mean. He was flying up on him. So whatever the hell he was doing was working. Didn't finish too far behind after the whole nearly wrecking thing. So that wasn't too bad. I'll take that.
Check your flag.
And how many people were in this race as well? 13?
Good job, everyone.
Finishing 3rd. Might lose a tiny bit of iRating being car number 1, but we'll see. I'm not sure. It's either going to lose or gain the smallest bit of iRating. But I want to go back and see what happened with the 2 car there. Because that was a mess, to say the least. Because we were having a very tight race there up front. 2 car had an amazing start. I went low because it looked like he was going low on the 9. Thought we were 3 wide. We really weren't. I went real low just to try to stay safe with all that. 2 and I were just fast up front. He was a little bit quicker than I was on that outside, to say the least. Yeah, it looked like he just came down early. Like, I wasn't expecting him to turn that early. Because the 9, I was kind of keeping him in line with the 9 for the most part, and I was about to turn right there, and the 8 was diving me, so I was going to have to be in the middle 3 wide anyways. So that's just unfortunate timing. But it looked like he was trying to get to the inside of the 9, in my opinion. Because you could see my steering where I'm literally about to turn into the corner. And he just turns a little earlier than I expect. Like, I start turning there. Because I don't expect him to come as low as he did. Because he was running higher than that the first lap. Because I ran this middle line in 3 and 4. And he ran higher than that. He ran all the way up at the wall in 1 and 2. And I'm still running the middle. So I kind of expected to keep that same thing going. To where I was going to run the middle. He was going to run higher. But he came down earlier than I expected. But the 8 was definitely going low on me. So I was going to be stuck in the middle. I feel like that was going to kind of bound to happen with the 8 going low. And what happened to the 8 and them back there? Because that was a mess. Because him and the 9 were 2nd and 3rd. The 7 car was just running steadily behind them. 8 car gets into the 9 slightly. You got to figure out a way around him. He goes real low. Actually throws a slider, which is surprising. Oh, a ton of netcode. Wow, that was really bad netcode. Can we get a different? Yeah, you could see it from the blimp. Holy shit, that was a pretty big netcode between them because that really shouldn't have happened. I feel like that's unfortunate. And then they're wrecking down the backstretch. And then I think the 8 was just mad at the 9 for some reason. Like I think he thought he did that on purpose, and then he just took everybody here out. It looks like. Yeah, 9 car just running low, and he intentionally took out the 9 there, and unfortunately took out the 4, and maybe took out somebody else back there too. Who ran straight through that? The 5 car. I don't know how much damage he got, but yeah, he got destroyed from that. That's unfortunate. The 4 car is just an innocent victim altogether. The 8 car just completely destroyed the 9. 4 has nowhere to go. 5 car has nowhere to go. He gets through it as much as he could unscathed, but that's just unfortunate. There's no reason for that. But good race up front. The 7 I feel like was definitely catching the 3 car up there. He was really fast, but we come back, finish 3rd. I'll take it somehow. But all that happened, so got our place back. So let's go see what we end up getting out of this. I feel like we're gonna lose the tiny bit of iRating, if not gain the smallest bit, but it'll be close. I feel like. But let's go see what we get. All right, results are in. Strength of field just over 2,200. Not too bad of a field. 2 car definitely was the fastest car. He was flying in the beginning, man, but. Somehow we fell back, got back up to 3rd. I'll take it, and we gained 16 iRating. At least we gained a little bit out of that. I'm happy about that. We didn't lose any, so not too bad. I'll take it. We started 3rd. Probably would have ran towards the front if all that didn't happen. It would have been real interesting to see what happened if we didn't end up getting together, because we lost like half a straightaway on them, and then we kind of caught back up for the most part. At least I did towards the end. The 2 car was really fast up until about lap 20 maybe, when the track slipped off. He was really trying to find other places to work, which I don't blame him. He had room to do it, so trying to find anywhere fast. But I was just keeping my line. I thought my line was as quick as I could go, and it paid off for me in the end. The 7 car was finding something there at the end. It looked like he was going a little high in 3 and 4, and then kind of cutting down midway through the corner, and it was working for him where there was still grip in the middle. So maybe use that towards the end of the race. But it would have been real interesting to see if we didn't get together, what would have happened there towards the end of that race. Because I feel like we could have been up there with the leaders, because the 3 definitely fell off some towards the end of that race. The 7 was flying, and the 2 definitely fell off too. But if he was in the lead, maybe he wouldn't have been searching around. I don't know, because I feel like he had the chance to go up there and get the lead because he was very fast. But you never know what would have happened. 6 car, sorry, I couldn't respond to you. Like, I was trying to say something and you caught me off guard by saying something to me, because nobody really does like that. I wasn't expecting that, and I was gonna answer you after the race, but you left before I was going to. So sorry about that. Appreciate you for watching the video. You'll probably watch this one too because you're in it. Thank you for being in the race. It was fun. They had a decent race though. I'll take the 2x only after that, and I let off enough to where we could continue going. It didn't spin him out all the way, I don't think, but it just slowed me down because I stayed pretty straight. But my opinion on this car at this track with these tires, they're just way too easy to drive. The last one was pretty easy to drive. You just got a little sideways and it was pretty easy, but this one you don't want to get sideways at all, and you really don't. It's very simple to drive. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race regardless on how it went, even though we had a little bit of a mix up there in the second lap, which was unfortunate. But like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see some more racing. I'll catch you guys in the next one.